keep his head down, trying to
To Malcolm?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the hard knocks, the attention that comes with it, being featured in an episode. How difficult is it, I guess, to balance that and just focus
Oh, I'm
on
sure
your job?
he doesn't care. He's done a good job, working hard, being a good player, and doing his job as a rookie. And he's flashed. He's flashed to us on offense. We've seen him. He's done a great job, and I know they like him on defense.
Jared, a lot of good work out there today. Some ups and downs for the offense. What do you get out of a day like this?
A lot, yeah.
Defense?
Yeah, I think it was, I don't know if you call it nerves or what early on, but just getting settled in. I think, you got a new defense out there, you got new players, new situation, settled in after a few plays, and we're able to play pretty well there, the second half of practice. But I was proud of the guys. We came out and practiced hard. Felt like we did well, and that's a lot of the team reps, and had a good day.
Was there some issues with the footing on the field? It seemed like there's some slipping. At least
Yeah, I did slip once. I don't know. I slipped once. Yeah.
How does this defense, the Colts defense, look different than what you're seeing?
Completely different scheme. Very, very different scheme than what we do with the Lions here, and it was good to see. Again, that was kind of those first handful of plays there we had to kind of we know what they were going to do, but really settling into it and seeing what they were going to do and feeling good about it, and I think we did a good job towards the end.
How do you prep different for something like this? Because you don't have to be maybe as vanilla as you are in preseason. You can work maybe a little bit more
Right.
on your stuff. So do you watch any tape on the Colts guys, or is it still just all
Yeah.
focusing about you?
Yeah, no, we watched their preseason game, and that's about it, though. That's about all the film we got on them this year. But we had an idea of what they're going to run. We know what Gus Bradley's philosophy is and had a pretty good idea. But I think if we were playing them, we'd certainly game plan a lot more than we did. We had a handful of plays for their defense, but it was mostly just running our stuff.
Do you get more out of 2 days like this than you do maybe through even the rest of the preseason?
Yeah, I think it's so important for so many reasons, but I think just going against somebody else is a good measuring stick at times, and you get to see a different defense, you get to see different people, up front. It's so good. They get to see different pass rush moves for me, different safeties and corners, and all that's so important. It's as close as you get to doing a game without actually playing it.
Can you talk about the intensity when you get two teams out there
Yeah.
like this and everybody knows what's at stake as you move forward?
Yeah, it was fun. I think a good organization like the Colts is fun to practice against because they do everything the right way, and we like to think we're that way as well. And so yeah, there was not really much chippiness or fights. Maybe tomorrow there might be after day two. You never know, but for the most part, I thought that it was fun to go against them and got a lot of good looks, and I know they were probably appreciative of the good looks that we gave them.
Jared, do you have any kind of relationship with Matt or Nick, having been in the league before?
Yeah, well, I've played Nick a handful of times, and Matt and I actually train at the same place down in LA, so I see him quite a bit down there. And always been great to me. He's an older guy that I've seen, from a young kid, been a fan of, and he's always been great to me, and a guy that is a model for our league and for quarterbacks in our league.
Is it fun to share field with him, even to practice field?
Yeah, I didn't see our single rep they had, but it was good talking to him for 5 minutes. Yeah, he's a great dude and a guy that I've grown to be a friend of.
A couple more guys.
Jared, how does this compare to the game? Coaches talk about in a situation like this, they can set it up the way they want it. So how does the work compare for you?
It's as close as you can get without being a game. It's competitive, it's fun, it's it's chippy at times, but it's really we want to compete, and if we're not going to play in a preseason game, this is the next best thing we're going to get. And in some cases, it's better because there is limited risk of injury, right? That you can control it and you can do what you want. For the most part, quarterbacks shouldn't get hit. So it's a way that you can control it and can be better than preseason games.
Just the atmosphere.
What are you doing? Directing airplanes later? Yeah. Sorry, what'd you say?
No. Just the atmosphere. What do you, I mean, in a lot of ways, this seems like what games should be.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's fun. I mean, we got all these fans here. It was a good competition. I think tomorrow will be even more fun day because we'll be a little bit more settled in. We were settling in there early and kind of getting our feet wet with what they're doing defensively, and I know certainly I was, but I think everyone just needed a few plays to settle in, and once we did, we felt really good and thought we practiced well. But yeah, I think tomorrow will be fun. Tomorrow will be really fun, and usually that last day when they know that we know and they know that we're not going to see each other again, it kind of turns up a little bit.
You'll probably play this weekend. Your first team starters or reps are probably going now. Do you feel like this offense is ready for the regular season?
Yeah. I mean, we got a couple weeks left to prepare, but yeah, we're on our way. We got some things to work on certainly. but we're on our way. I think we're doing a good job. I know the standards that we have now for ourselves have rose, tremendously from where we started in training camp. And so we come out here every day, and what would have been a good day maybe last year or a month ago is now no longer. It's a bad day in some ways. So I think that's the main thing we felt is our standard is different now, and guys are holding themselves and each other accountable.
You did some good things in the red zone. There's some bad things. As a team, I'm sure there's some places you guys would have access. Today, good day, bad day.
Yeah, right in the middle. I don't know. Like I said, I think it started slow, with, specifically in that 7-on-7 period and the one-on-ones. It was not our best, and then I thought we finished really well. I thought once we got in team and were able to run the ball and play action and drop back from there, it was actually a pretty good day for us. And I'm sure they'll come back tomorrow with a little bit of fire, and we will too.
Just building a little bit on Dave's question, you came in this offseason and you had a big hand in kind of helping Ben shape this offense. At that point, it's hypothetical, right? So now that you've kind of seen it in real time, do you feel like it's going the way maybe you envisioned as you were working with Ben through those
Yeah,
stages?
of course. I feel great about it. I think there's still a lot of work to do. We still have however many weeks we do have, but if you told me where we're at right now 6 months ago, I'd be pretty happy about it. So we're doing good things. With that being said, there's still plenty of things to clean up. Myself, certainly plenty of things to clean up that I can do better. And I think that's like what I spoke to earlier. That standard that we have now is just different. It's the way it should be, and it'll continue to rise.
Last one, guys. Get excited. I know there's a lot of work to go.
Yeah, we haven't played a game yet, so I don't know. Yeah, we haven't played a game yet. It's looked good in practice, right? It looked good at times today, and tomorrow we'll see as well. But preseason, that first drive was fine. We scored, but it wasn't huge explosive plays. So we don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's still yet to be seen, but I think we're trending in the right direction and feel good about it. And I think Ben has done such a great job getting guys ready to play. I think that's the most important part for those guys, those coaches, and I know they know it too, but getting us ready to play and what Ben has done, through the spring and then through training camp has been tremendous, and it's felt really good.
Just give us an idea of what the intensity's like out there when you're in one of these situations.
It's high intensity. The coaches preach that. You're going against another team, so everyone's bringing that juice, and I feel like the guys today on our side had that juice, and we were ready to go.
As camp goes on, do you feel the intensity ratchet up as guys realize what's at stake?
Spots get limited, and so the coaches, make that known. And like I said, we come up and we come out and work every day. Every spot's limited, so everyone's putting their best foot forward.
When you first got here, did you think you would be in competition for a starting job as a rookie?
I just came in and just worked, like I've always done since college. So it's just one of those things where I just kind of bought into the system and just, like I said, just worked coming each day and coming into work.
What was the moment you sort of knew you belonged? Early on, I think you stood out to us. Was there something that happened on the field, something that happened behind closed doors? I can do this.
Just one of those things. You just gotta have confidence, at this level. You just gotta bring your own confidence, and you gotta act like you belong here. So it's just one of those things. I come to work every day and just put myself in my shoes and be like, hey, I'm here for a reason. So it's just, like I said, just come to work.
How ready do you feel to start if that comes your way?
I mean, if it comes that way, if the coaches want me to start, I'll start. It's not a big deal, and it's just one of those things where I'll step in that role and just be that vocal and that leader out there.
You mentioned the idea of coming to work every day, just keeping that nose to the grindstone. It's such a common thing for a rookie in particular. How do you deal with, I guess, some of this extra attention that's on you right now? It's on you nationally. How do you process that as a rookie?
I really just kind of, like I said, stick around my family. I've kind of said that in a later interview where I just kind of listen to the family and just go about my way and just kind of stay off the social media. So I just kind of just stay to myself and, I said, just have a small circle around me.
How much more comfortable are you in this offense than say you were in the offseason, OTS, and now since training camp has started?
Like I said, the system's it's clicking in now. So I've been in there, did some reps, and it's kind of getting second nature to me. So I'm starting to learn the system a lot better now, and you learn ins and out of it. And so I feel a little comfortable out there.
I feel like you can play fast now.
It's one of those things where, you see it in practice and you rep it so many times. It's just like you just quicker reaction. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now.
What do you think you've had so much success early?
Just the technique. Coach Shep does a good job at doing the technique in practice, and you drilling it, and just going in there, and just AG just puts us linebackers in position to go make plays.
So anything about fast, the right mindset, coming in to be ready to win that job too, or play at that level too, not be too big-eyed by what's going on around you, or anything that sort of help shape you in that regard?
Like it's just confidence, self-confidence. Family just telling me keep going, just keep doing your thing. So it's just one of those things where I keep in my mind where hey, every day is a new day to go get better and learn and go be great every day.
And thinking of a playbook standpoint, how did you develop your study habits that allowed you to process and learn so quickly?
So, a lot of people, take and look at like a playbook and like get it like that. I'm one of those ones where I put it up on the board. Shep does a good job of putting the guys up on the board and writing the defense down. So we do that in meetings, and it's just one of those things where we correlate over to the practice field and we go out there and you see it and it just clicks more. So I'm one of the ones where I can see the playbook, see what you do, but at the end of the day I got to feel the line. You got to feel like the whole motion of it. So that's how I learn. Yes, I would say I've been a fast learner. Jim Knowles at OSU, he had kind of like a similar type defense, just different type of terminology. But it was like a lot of fires and a lot what we do here, a lot of cover three. So it's one of those things where me and him were very close, and we always talked about defensive plays and stuff like that.
How long did it take you to win a starting job at Oklahoma State?
So my sophomore year, my freshman year, I was a special teams guy. Sophomore year, I was a safety. So ended up coming the next year, getting the system down a lot better, and just kind of being that guy that knew the system out there and just kind of controlling the defense in the back end. And so it's just one of those things where, if you know the playbook, you're going to go out there and, you're going to start.
Did you win in the camp, or did they install you on campus?
It was one of those things in camp where I kind of won it in camp, then, correlated over to the season. Yeah, kind of like what you said, yep. So,
All right, thank you.
appreciate you guys.
The most important thing you want to get done on offense.
Get what we needed to get done. Execute what was called, what we was working on. Start setting this foundation for this team. Like up and down today. Got to be better tomorrow for sure, but just got to be better.
3 weeks into camp, though, offensively, you guys have looked pretty good. Are you excited about kind of where you guys?
Yeah, for sure. From top to bottom, from the O-line to the quarterback position to the receivers to the running back room. I'm excited for every position to see how we go out here and execute.
I don't know if you watched the episode of Hard Knocks last night, but you were featured, pretty extensively. Deuce really seems to push you. Sees that, what you can be. Do you love that about having a position coach like that, especially a guy that played in this league? It seems like it's kind of hard on you, but it's the love,
Most definitely. He knows what it takes. He's been in this position I was in, so he's the type of coach that's going to push me to my limits, and that's the type of coach that I need.
How long does it take you to adjust? So, we got to look like Tim was saying at that tough love. Like, he scored a 9-yard touchdown immediately. Like, you coach me. Like, how do you respond to that? How do you kind of carry that with you?
I look forward to it. Like you said, staying disciplined, doing my job, not trying to go out there and do too much. Stay within the scheme and let it come to me.
So, walking up a little bit late, but how has Deuce pushed you in different ways than maybe previous coaches?
Pushing me to my limits. Pushing my limits in every which way. Learning coverages, learning defenses, just detailing my work on and off the field. So when I see it in the game, I done seen it before in practice. One of the best coaches I've been around to play for.
You got to really appreciate that, don't you?
Most definitely. I embrace it. I look forward to it every day. A guy like him that's going to be on me hard like that, push me to my limits, make sure I can get the best out of myself. I can't ask for nothing else.
So a guy like Deuce doesn't really blow smoke up anybody's butt. Like, when he's saying you can be the best in this league, what do you walk away thinking?
I take that very serious. And I know I could be. But playing under him, I know I'm going to get there.
I was going to say the same thing. I mean, he sees greatness in you every day. What do you see in yourself?
Same thing. Nothing less. The same thing. Just got to go out there and be consistent. That's all. The same thing.
How do you get there, apart from the consistency?
Just keep working. Every day, day in and out, get better. There's always room for improvement. Every single day. Stay consistent.
Sort of general question, what do you think of this atmosphere?
I love it. It's my first one. I didn't know what to expect, but I was ready. Game-like atmosphere, not knowing what to expect, but during practice was crazy today. I love the atmosphere. It was crazy.
You're going to have one more of these tomorrow. Probably won't play this week or next. Are you ready for the regular season? Do you feel this offense is ready for the regular season too?
You just got to keep going. Got to come out tomorrow and have a better day than today. Like I said, it was ups and downs today. I'm speaking for me personally and the running back group. We just got to be better tomorrow. But offensively, I feel like we're starting to click. Everything's starting to come together. We just got to keep going, stay consistent with what we're doing.
How you feeling so far? I mean, you didn't make it this far in camp through your first 2 seasons. How are you holding up so far?
I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get to tomorrow. For real. I'm good, though.
Statistic-wise, like, do you have a marker in mind?
A marker in mind for statistics-wise?
80 catches. Like, what are you sort of aiming for this fall?
1,000. Yeah, 1,000.
Rushing. I mean, I don't know the history of how many backs have done that.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
I know it. reduce the way he coaching me and how I know what I could bring to this team, it could be done.
Last thing for me, Rodriguez, you hear people say Rodriguez, he's going against him now for a couple weeks. What do you see?
That's the guy right there, man. He's going to be so good in this league, doing everything right, got the great, nice mindset coming into. You don't really see that too much from young rookies. Real mature, attacking it with the right approach, very coachable. He's the guy.
Get him too? I mean,
Y'all see it. Yeah, he's doing a great job coming downhill, doing his thing.